Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, wa salatu wa salamu ala Sayyidil Anbiya'i wal Mursaleen, wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'een, amma ba'd. An important message to all parents is that as parents we have a job, we have a duty to teach, educate, mentor, love and nourish and provide for our children. And it is the job of the father to provide financial stability for the future or for the betterment of their children. It is the job and the duty of the mother to nourish, love, and mentor by providing the child with the adab and to provide them with all the things that they may need in order to become decent human beings. If we are failing at our jobs, the result is we will produce children that will lack knowledge, that will lack adab, that will lack morals, social skills, communication skills, and eventually they will go out in the world and produce more like them. The golden generation of the Muslim Ummah was that the mothers would focus on their children and the husbands would go out implementing the Islam into the world. If we are incapable of implementing the Islamic values, the morals, the Islamic teachings, the Sharia, the Ahkam in our own homes, that means we are failing. And we need to identify where we are that we are failing. As parents, we all have certain skills that we may be good at. So what we need to do is hone those skills and work on them to the best of our abilities and help our children by providing resources, time and equipment or other information that they need in order to grow. One way is that if we are scholars ourselves, then we teach and educate our children in that regard. But if we are in a different industry when it comes to business, then we may be able to give career counseling to our children. But leave the teachings of Islam to the ulama. Send your children to the ulama haq. Connect them with the ulama haq, whether it may be through madaris, whether it may be through makatib, whether it may be through online sources, online teaching. Connect them with the ulama haq. Let them learn. Help them by teaching them different languages. Help them by learning English, by learning different Arabic, Urdu, whether it may be Turkish, whether it may be a different dialect of Arabic. Your own language. Their children learn the most when they are young. And if they spend their time in wasting their time in playing games, focusing all their talent on video gaming, vlogging here and there, then as people when they grow up, they may be successful in one thing, but they will be failures in many other different aspects. When they become parents, what kind of parents will they be? Because they have no mentoring, they have no coaching. What kind of teachers will they be? When they go into the world, practically, what will they contribute to this ummah? It is something that all parents need to understand, is that they must give their time to their children. And if timing is an issue, then provide them with the tools and resources that they need to learn the correct knowledge, to learn the correct skills that they can utilize in the world and change and shape the future of this ummah. What we need to do is to tell our children about aqaid. We need to teach our children about skills, about manners, about cleanliness, about hygiene, about gender, about things that the issues that we as scholars have to teach other people. And if we lack that in our very own families, how many du'as do we know, but how many times do we actually read them before we go to sleep? How many things do we know about Islam, but how much do we practice them? That practicing is not there because there's no environment. And it is the job of the parents to help create that environment. So it becomes easy to work on our deen. It becomes easy to succeed in life wherever we may need to. That is what the Sahaba Ikram radiallahu anhum ajma'in did. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was one person who then made effort on the hearts and the minds and the lives of the Sahaba Ikram radiallahu anhum ajma'in. And then these Sahaba went out, created the perfect environment where the Tabi'een needed in order to spread Islam throughout the world. And many great Tabi'een were born from that era. And they were born because of the suhbah and the environment that the Sahaba Ikram radiallahu anhum ajma'in had made for them. They were able to conquer the world. They were able to establish the principles and rules of Islam. When it came to academia, they were at the forefront of everything. When it came to knowledge, they were at the forefront of everything. When it came to producing the best of all children, they were at the forefront of everything. The women were role models for the world. The men were role models for the world. Their children became role models of the world. They created an environment where Deen and Islam flourished throughout the world. And we can make that happen if that parents just know what they should be doing. And to help provide that, what we need to do is connect the parents to the ulama. The ulama have been the foundation and basis of every advancement in the world throughout history. And when ulama are considered to be irrelevant, then you may have certain information, but to succeed in life, to achieve greatness in this life and in the hereafter, it is not as simple. It is not as easy. And we find very little examples, almost non-existent, of those people who achieved that kind of greatness. This message is to all our parents who are struggling in their world with their own shortcomings. If we can fix ourselves and our future, the way to do it is to connect with educated ulama haq, those ulama who have spent their lives in mentoring children, in preserving this information, preserving the knowledge of the Quran, preserving the knowledge of hadith, preserving the knowledge of fiqh, preserving the knowledge of kitaba, preserving the knowledge of usul hadith, usul ilm, usul mantiq, falsafa, balagha, tafsir. All these things that we have today, it is because of the blessings and the effort of the ulama. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give me and all of us the tawfiq to act upon this, and as quickly as possible. Time is of the essence, and our children are growing much too fast. The amount of information that they are receiving from outer sources, which we have not approved, which we do not know of, they are growing far too faster than we were in the past. With the technology that is available out there, with the information that is put out there, with the resources that which are put out there and provided to our children, but they're advancing in the wrong way. For us to hone that and mentor them so they can not deviate from the sirat al-mustaqim, from the right path, it is an effort required from all fronts. Teachers, mentors, relatives, parents, all of us, we work together to help shape the future of our children. It is time that we take some action and connect with our ulama. Speak to them, talk to them about your concerns, seek their advice, and then work towards fixing the problems and issues that we all have to a certain extent. Some may have more, some may have less. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us all the tawfiq to act upon this, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us istiqamah and stability, and more importantly, give us continuity on it, that we may be doing it continuously, not just for one day, not for just 1 month, for the remainder of our life. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.